Hey, what's up guys, it's Marf and welcome back to another Asphalt video, and this is Asphalt Overdrive in 2024 running on my Windows 11 gaming PC in 4K widescreen. Now you might be wondering, why is that so significant? And that is cool because most of the time, Asphalt Overdrive was only available to play on iOS and Android, which meant that you couldn't get this widescreen aspect ratio. And even though the game was designed, obviously because it's sort of a lane-changing type game, it was sort of only designed for the portrait orientation. But in my opinion, it actually works quite well in landscape, as you can see. One of the things that I always praised about this game was the atmosphere. There is constant noise going on, whether it's the music or the sound effects going on, and all of that noise is combined with the noise on the road, which means there's so much traffic, there are objects moving around and obstacles that you have to avoid, and it means that there really is no downtime. I think one of the very few downsides to some of the Asphalt games, not only of Asphalt 8 and 9, but also of the previous games, was once you got the rhythm going, and let's say you got all the way into first place, it was kind of just you on the track by yourself. But that never happens in Asphalt Overdrive. There are always obstacles, cops, bosses, or objects that you have to avoid, and it means that you're never sitting still. It is truly, in my opinion, the most fast-paced Asphalt game ever released. And that makes it one of the most fun Asphalt games ever released. It's obviously a very different experience compared to every single other Asphalt game in history, but in my opinion, it ranks above a lot of the other Asphalt games just because of how quickly you have to pay attention, how quickly your decision making has to be, and your reflexes, especially once you get into later stages of the game with the really fast cars. It just becomes super duper fast and really fun to play. Now, I just got this game today, so I'm starting from scratch, at least on this version, so you're just seeing the tier 1 and tier 2 gameplay and maybe the boss for tier 1, so you're not seeing like the full maximum potential of this game. But go look up online if you're interested about tier 5 gameplay, because it does get pretty nuts eventually going down the road. And what's nice about this version of Asphalt Overdrive is you can progress throughout the career as normal. Now, before I go any further, I definitely want to give a shout out to UrbanGT19. This dude uploads some of the best Asphalt stuff in the entire internet, and his resources are awesome. I'm also going to link his channel as well as the classic retro Asphalt Discord server in the description down below. They have some awesome resources. If you're interested in playing older Asphalt titles, I definitely recommend joining that server and hanging out with that community because they are some awesome lads. But anyway, back to Asphalt Overdrive as one of my favorite Asphalt games. Now, I want to talk more about that atmosphere and that theme it had going on, because that was one of the strengths of my favorite Asphalt games, such as Asphalt 6 and Asphalt 8, where you could tell the entire game, the art direction, the soundtrack, the sound effects, the visuals, all of that was designed around a common theme. In Asphalt 8, it was defying gravity and going airborne, as the title suggests. In Asphalt 6, it was the adrenaline mode and the color shifts and a sort of retro style, and it's so obvious to see that they were going for an 80s neon Miami Vice theme with Asphalt Overdrive, and they totally nail it. I mean, they have so many 80s cars. A lot of cars in this game actually don't appear in any other Asphalt game as far as I'm aware, which is pretty cool, so they really went all out in terms of the car roster as well. But when you have all aspects of a game coming together to meet a common goal, in my opinion, that is when you get the most immersive type of gameplay and the best game design, because game design, in my opinion, doesn't have to be the best in terms of the gameplay loop and what the actual mechanics are. In my opinion, the best game design comes with the best immersion and the ability to have a very cohesive experience throughout all parts of the game. Now, obviously, this was designed to be a mobile-first game, so you do have some setbacks, like an energy system, like dual currencies, and a lot of restrictions in your progress, which is quite unfortunate. But at least for the main progression system throughout this game, it's pretty easy to experience all of the cars and all of the tiers, all of the tracks, pretty much everything. I would say you could get to 90% of the experience in this game without having to pay any money, which I mean, you can't do nowadays anyway, so that's kind of unfortunate. But it's nice that this game was really approachable as a free-to-play game. I remember when this game came out, I was mainly playing it on my iPhone 5C, and it did look this good on an iPhone 5C. It was quite incredible. But either way, I didn't pay any money, and I got through all the way up to Tier 5 before they shut the game down on iOS. So there wasn't any need to spend any money. It was a really good balance, in my opinion, of that sort of mobile game free-to-play, but not quite pay-to-win aspect. So that was another part of Asphalt Overdrive that I enjoyed. So yeah, that is a quick video, or probably not quick. I probably talked a lot about Asphalt Overdrive, and you could tell from my tone of voice and the fact that while I'm making a video about this game in 2024 that I absolutely love this game. I really wish it did well. I really hope that Gameloft comes back to this sort of format. It doesn't seem very likely considering this sort of game, which is sort of in between the infinite runner and lane changer type game, is really fallen out of favor in the mainstream of mobile games. So I doubt Gameloft is going to revisit this part of the franchise anytime soon, but it would be nice to see either another game or an update that has a Miami Vice theme, or just an overall cohesive, immersive experience, because it feels like a lot of the more modern Asphalt games and updates didn't really have that zest that Asphalt Overdrive has. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to check out all my social media links in the description down below, and join my Discord if you want to say hi, and let me know your thoughts about Asphalt Overdrive in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys later.